So E-Man sent me this story right here, and I'm going to take you guys to the story he sent me talking about Disney, and then I'm going to give you guys a video to check out because E-Man, I think he sent me this to poke fun at me, Larry. I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, this is real. Disney Plus misses expectations with 103.6 million subscribers in this last investor meeting that they had. and E-Man was ready to send that. He was, because we was talking about what they was doing with the growth in the last investor meeting. Here's another video for you investors out there. And the only thing I can tell you is Disney was down, but when quality stocks like Disney are down, that's when you invest. Take a look at this.
I think Disney, suddenly all we care about with Disney, all we care about is Disney Plus. And that's a very big mistake because this is a very good company. David, you are giving me that smile, which just says, you know, Jim, you should go read Moffett-Nathanson or something. I read Christine McCarthy.
Yes.
Who, by the way, is the best CFO in America.
She is the CFO of Disney.
Made me feel that if you don't buy this stock, you're a fool.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. And why is that?
Because everything else is finally working. So does Disney Plus really still determine the situation?
Well, I mean,
everything.
At the same time, you've got revenues that are down, 13, 14% year over year, and the stock that's up dramatically. You can see right there.
See, David,
not year to date,
David,
but 1
stocks
year.
Anticipate things.
They do, and so a lot of that move up, of course, was based on the incredible growth of what you're looking at right there.
Well, now you've
Disney
got
Plus.
other engines. You have other pistons.
You've finally got movie theaters open, and in fact, people don't even have to wear a mask when they go to the movies if they're vaccinated, and they're going to take most of their movies back to the movie theater. I mean, you're going to be able to also watch them on Disney Plus for a premium, significant premium, and the parks are going to be fully open, and you're not even going to have to wear a mask, which Chapek on the call, of course, was very happy about.
Remember,
as you might imagine, talking about
you remember
what it's
the
like
previous
to wear a
call,
mask in 95 degrees.
Remember he said previous call might not be till 2022. Not that he's necessarily a member of the CDC, but as far as I'm concerned, I could take the directorship of the CDC.
So I get it. That's all good. But, Jim, I mean, for better or worse, investors are very much focused on direct-to-consumer. It is the future of the company. It's the present for the company.
Until UFC? Until it's a big UFC match? I mean, come on, David.
I don't know. Listen, they reaffirmed their 2024 guidance on subscription trends, right? What are they saying? 230 to 260 million subscribers by the end of fiscal 2020.
So there you go.
I mean, what an incredible.
Or do you think it's Netflix?
From zero to that in whatever it's going to be.
What happened,
5 years?
Carl? But I felt, Carl, what happened yesterday was that people said, you know what? Netflix didn't do the number. Disney didn't do the number. People are going outside. They're not watching movies anymore.
True. Or they're turning off. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the negative.
Some people have gotten to the end of Netflix.
I mean, they've watched everything?
They've watched it all.
Really?
No.
How about Amazon? Have you watched all of Bosch? It's very good.
I've not ever watched Bosch in my life, no.
Well, you ought to just wake up and smell the coffee.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me just tell you something. Now, me and Larry was talking about this, and shouts out to my man, William Lawrence, my brother. Appreciate that. Anytime you guys want to jump up here with me and Larry, you're always welcome. We're always taking this money, investing in other creators. You guys seen the type of super chats I give to the people I network with up here, and this helps me do that and helps keep them going on rough days, so we appreciate it. And yes, William, put a long call on Disney if you can afford it. The stock is going up, and they had an expectation that they would get somewhere around 110 to 115 million subscribers. They only got 103, but I'm telling you guys, don't sweat that. What brings in more money for Disney, 64% of their revenues comes from the theme parks, and they was closed. And look at what the stock is doing. Yeah. Every reputable place, hold on, Larry, every reputable organization, and I keep up with some of them, and some of them I smile at, is saying that by next year, close to the end of next year, when we get all the revenues and the earnings from Disney, that the stock is going to be somewhere around 225 to 250. Floor is yours, Larry. Buy some Disney right now, people. Buy some Disney.
Yeah, it's unfair, I think, to try and make a comparison between Disney and Netflix. And you could make that comparison with Disney Plus if Disney Plus was a spinoff and it was its own individual company.
Right.
But it's not. It's a part of Disney. And let's not forget, Netflix is it's a streaming app and a movie studio. That's it.
And now they're trying to do what me and Larry told y'all they was going to do. We said that they in the investor meeting, because we hold stock with Netflix. They told us in the investor meeting that they was interested in starting Netflix theaters. That's what they said in the meeting, Larry. And what did they wind up doing with this movie that dropped this weekend? They hosted it in theaters, and you're not going to be able to watch it till next year. And the reason they did that is because they see what's going to happen with Disney once we get back open and those wheels get to chugging. They're going to be up the creek. And so they're trying to innovate. Finish your point, Larry.
And let's not forget all the stuff that Disney has to offer besides Disney Plus.
Right.
Because everyone's focusing on Disney Plus with these numbers, but you have, like you said, you have the theme parks, and it's not just Disneyland and Disney World. You have Disney Shanghai. Because I've been to Disneyland, I've been to Disney World, Disney Paris, Disney Shanghai. Yeah. You know, there's Disney in Tokyo. You have Disney in Hong Kong. There's all those Disneys. And then on top of that, you have the Disney cruise lines. You have the Disney private islands. And let's not also forget that people haven't been going to the shopping malls, and you have all the Disney stores. So Disney has a whole lot of stuff that's going on. And that's stuff that's outside of Disney Plus. And on top of all of that, you have all the Disney, all the studios, the various studios that Disney owns, like Marvel Studios. They haven't really been putting anything out because the theaters have been closed. So now you have Black Widow that's coming out. Black Widow may go ahead, it may gross $1 billion for Disney.
Yeah, I mean, like Larry's right. Basically, what Larry is telling you guys, but he didn't come out and say it. Disney is highly diversified, and if that stock is sitting at that, when I just told you the main revenue, the 64% revenue engine for them hasn't been going. Imagine what it's going to look like when all that pent up demand gets back out in the theme parks. Larry didn't mention to you guys that Disney owns ESPN. So all that NFL money, they own Hulu. They own National Geographic, Pixar, Star Wars, and they're getting ready to start doing more Marvel-based theme rides. That's what they said in this earnings meeting, as well as something we ain't supposed to talk about. They're in negotiations with Las Vegas to create something. That was in the investor meeting. So
could you imagine you have the Disney Hotel? I mean, where you have basically like a miniature Disneyland inside the hotel? That would be incredible.
Man, I don't know what they're going to put in Las Vegas because, they try to stay kid-based. Maybe they'll put like a casino and they shoot out Mickey Mouse coins or something for kids. I don't know if you can even do that. But I would love to know what they're going to do in Las Vegas. But we said all that to say, E-Man, I know you watching. Don't sweat it, my brother. You can't take down this battleship. Don't even sweat it.